Hello and welcome to a special edition of Olin and Ass. And Ass seems to try to get away. Hi. Or donkey. Ole and ah, welcome back to this place, Newbystan. Um, I made a hole there, done a bit of digging. But enough about that. Yeah. This thing. I decided that I'm going to try to build buildings in this area that fits with that entrance thingy. It doesn't fit in with anything else, but yeah. It's a bit of roll on the dice with my building. Some of it is really good and some of it just doesn't fit in. It by itself could be good, but something about the color combinations. Anyway, anyhow, I'm going to make some stuff in this area this episode. I'm actually thinking of it. I'm going to cut it here. Yeah, this sudden, this early, and I'm going to mark up where I want my buildings. So yeah, just hang on. It will only be a second for you, but this is probably going to be at least 2 seconds for me. There we have it. I made some roads. No, wait, that was not what I was going to do. I made a bridge. Neither what I was going to do. Or I was going to do it, but I didn't say I was. I marked up one building. Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing some thinking. Oh, and the road is for a general layout. I didn't bring any rockets with me, but that's okay. Good enough view here. As you can see, the main road sort of stops there, and there is smaller roads heading off to the different places. Makes more sense with buildings around, but get a better view from up here. Oh, and yeah, I did some thinking. That is one entrance to this cave place thingy. That is one entrance, and there's one over there. And I liked how you get into this big road and sort of have to go all the way around to get in here, but sort of don't make sense when the road ends here, just a couple of blocks from there. So I did something with that. Or I started on something. I made... right, I wasn't done with this part. Well, now you see a little bit how I do it. I carve it out. I said where to put slabs for the... well, where it goes up and down a block. And then I add in the lamps. I think I probably have mentioned that a bunch of times before, but yeah, I have to say something doing these little talks. I started on this. I'm going to dig deep here, so there is a crack or ravine, something like that, going here. So could I put a bridge in or something there, but instead there is a small road here. But imagine if there was such a thing, like carts or bigger things that needed roads to get around. You have the big road that goes all the way around. Works better if you imagine it. Can't put you in my head, so... complete mess up there. Anyway? Yeah, that's what I have planned. Oh, and I'm going to add building so there isn't any big gaps from up here. Might raise this a bit, change it a little bit so it just... I got plans. Anyway, what plans I got? What plans I had was for this place to have one grand structure. Maybe not that grand from the outside, bigger than the houses. And the houses is not going to be very big. I was thinking, and that's for this to be an entrance to a library, which I mentioned earlier. I want to have a library one for enchanting room and also for gathering some books of sorts. I already got written down one, which I might share later. But thinking about it, it would be weird if a bunch of shepherds, basically, which is some of those who live here will have that profession. Imagine taking care of the animal. Those guys might not strike you as the one that will be the one living in the shadow of the grand library. So I was thinking, maybe I should skip the library and instead make something like a tavern. Something like that. To have as the biggest structure in the area. But I think what I'm going to do is make both. Having a tavern more in the middle of this little town, village. Not really a village yet. Not one single structure, except the walls around. Which is a pretty big structure though. And stuff like that, but might be just part of the wall. Oh, and about the bridge, I was thinking either having a temporary wooden thingy going over, as if the ground has just caved in recently and they just made do with what they had to get across for now. But nah, I'm thinking more permanent structure. That's what I'm going to do over that direction, where the water is coming in. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. Give me a moment. There we go. I made some structure. This is the library I was talking about. I am considering raising up the walls before I add in roof. But yeah, I made the structure all over the place. As you can see, we got. Oh, I've tried to put a bunch of torches around, but might be some spots that aren't well lit well enough up. This is the basic structure, with the walls looking like this on all four sides. Only difference is this is a door and the window side's got a stair that spot. As mentioned, roof not in place. I am going to go for spruce planks, slabs. I started over here, as you can see. I am thinking of trying to have a sort of dipping down in the corner, and I have to fiddle around and try to work it out somehow. As you can see, not many structures are similar. That one and that one look alike, and also that one. Other than that, I tried to add try to change it up and make them unique, each of them, or many of them at least. But having a clear theme with sort of red stripe in one block above ground all the way around. Actually, if you look over here, I like this view. And imagine if you get the wood roof going on as well. This is getting nice. Also, and of course nice, I did some more digging here. As you can see, made it bend in a little bit. Going to change up this ground a little bit. Have to see how I do it with that. But yeah, this is going to be nice. This is going to be a tavern, I imagine. It's a pretty big structure, and also it's up by the mountainside, cave side, so I can expand it further inwards to get the space I need, just like I'm going to do with the library over there. And I added another structure. In addition to all these houses, this is going to be, I imagine all of them is going to be for housing, places for this townsfolk to live in. And also this I have started on, which is going to be a stable. Well, the slabs I added in, I'm thinking slabbing up in the right height, which I think is here. Not sure. Which make the horses able to walk over, but they don't detect it, so they won't walk over it when they are just in the place here. I think that's how it works. Also, I think they can fit through here. It's a one wide, but walls on both sides make it almost too wide. Not sure. I might have to change up the design. I got horses, so I could check it, but later. And just that for now. Yeah, I imagine a stable at the very beginning of the town, sort of. When people approach the town, they come from here, so if they come by horse, it's nice to just put the horse down here, and then they can walk into town and tend to business, visiting the library, visiting distant relations, having an ale at the tavern, stuff like that. Living life. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. I was hoping to get the roof down, but I had actually last clip is a long time before this clip, because I have been really busy with stuff in real life, work and such. So and also I wanted to get enough done of this before I wrapped up. As mentioned, I was hoping to get the roof done, and none of the interiors is done, so that might be an episode. Have to see, or I just show it off in a future episode. Anyway, we are ending it here. Bye!